What are your plans in supporting small businesses? And do you have plans to reduce fees or taxes imposed on sole proprietors? And this question, gentlemen, came from our audience.
The commitment to small business is as I mentioned earlier, really the heart and soul of our economic plan. We are a small business dominated society. We're an innovative, entrepreneurial, small business startup town, and that has to be one of our highest focuses and priorities. That's why the California Small Business Association, the Neighborhood Market Association, and a number of other organizations have come out and supported and endorsed my candidacy. We put out plans, which we mentioned earlier, in terms of streamlining the permitting process, in terms of having a small business ombudsman that will come out to your site and help you resolve your issues. In terms of having someone from the city that better informs small business, there's a lot of programs that currently exist that you don't know about, because who can navigate the maze in the time of paying your bills, taking care of your employees, getting your goods? Who has time to spend hours on end on the city website researching? Well, we'll come out to you and walk you through the options and ideas. I've called for the creation of competitive zones, where we take things like enterprise zones, and we overlay them with foreign trade zones, and we overlay them with expedited permitting and programmatic EIRs, and we make those the easiest, fastest, quickest places for us to start small businesses. We've got a lot of specific policies and plans and ideas to make a real commitment to our small businesses to ensure that they have every resource we need. Because it never, I'll never forget having a small business owner call my office in the assembly. Went from here in Mira Mesa, a little restaurant. It was having a problem with state government. They couldn't get their permits from alcohol beverage control, and I called and I said, why are you not helping these people? They want to hire people, they want to employ people, they want to put people back to work. State government, and if I may, or city government, ought to be doing everything you can to say, how do we make it easier for you to start a business? How do we make it easier for you to put someone back to work? How do you make it easier to help pay taxes? And we're not going to do that by raising the taxes. We're going to do that by holding them where they are and making sure it's a competitive place and an easy place where you feel like the city is your partner. Thank you.
Let me try to put that in a little broader context. Of course, we have to streamline, avoid duplication, and not do stupid things. I mean, and everybody wants to do that and get government out of the way when they have to be taken out of the way. But let me put this slightly different. One thing, by the way, we have a small business office at City Hall, but it's been so reduced in staff, I think there's one person left. We have to reinvigorate that office, do some of the things that Nathan mentioned, but there's got to be an institutional framework. I know where the money is at the federal level for this kind of stuff, and we need to bring that to bear in the city. But small business also gets its vibrancy when the general overall economy is working and there are policies in place which spur a general movement. I talked about the port. If we become a real maritime center, all of the related things that have to do with maritime, whether it's trucking, whether it's ship repair, whatever it is to serve that kind of commerce, those are small businesses that will take advantage of a whole new city approach and come in and become, the entrepreneurs will come in, the people who see opportunities will come in, and we will see an explosion of big business, of small business. I said earlier, I think that the mayor, working with the school district, maybe, and the county, could say all public buildings will be solar powered within 5 years. Imagine what that does to create demand in the private sector and allow small business to prosper. People who put in photovoltaic cells or solar panels. New businesses will come in. Older ones will expand and thrive. Manufacture will come. The price for an individual home or business to solarize their operations will come down. The price will come down. So the public sector has a big role to play in creating the environment where all small businesses can really prosper. And you can do, the city can do things, what we call incubators, whether it's high tech or other things that we provide a place where small businesses can get technical and other support systems while they grow and while they become competitive. The mayor should be visible in all this area. I met with one group and we came up with the idea of having a small business and innovator of the month, where we can stress what our people are doing right here in San Diego. Why not? I met a guy who was trying to get, had a real new idea on artificial grass that did not require much water. Well, let the city give them a contract for 3 months to do some of the rec centers here. Let's spur on. They need that first contract. Let's help them. So we can do a lot of things. Aside, everybody wants to streamline and get rid of regulation, etc. But let's create the environment where the real economic opportunities can thrive.